Hi everybody, very welcome to Mentor and yet another video podcast. As always, I hope you're all doing absolutely fantastic out there. So, I've had a few questions on the channel regarding the physical fitness needed from pilots. So I thought I'll do a podcast about that, talk a little bit about it. And the questions basically, you have to divide it into different kinds of parts, okay? There is the physical fitness that you need in order to get your Class 1 medical and in order to maintain it. That's one thing, okay? And the physical needs for that is not set very high. You can be a little bit overweight, you shouldn't be obese, but you should, you don't need to be a kind of fighter pilot type in order to get your Class 1 medical. And to maintain it, it's the same thing. You should be eating healthy, you should be looking after yourself, keep your cholesterol levels down, keep your the blood values under control, things like that, which is basically just normal common sense, something that all of you out there should be doing anyway. Now, that is one thing. That's just to get and maintain your Class 1 medical. Other things that has to do with Class 1 medical, guys, there's no point in you asking me because I'm not a aeronautical medical examiner, so I won't be able to answer the medically related questions, okay? But I guess what most of you have been asking about is, do you need to stay in shape, in order to do the job in itself? Now, that is a more interesting question, because even though you might be able to maintain your Class 1 medical, it doesn't mean that you're actually physically fit to do the job well. And the truth is that, this job is a lot of sitting down. There's a lot of time sitting down. And sometimes when you're sitting down and you don't have anything else to do, you eat. Okay, this is what people tend to do. People tend to take pastries with them, some pick and mix candy maybe, things like that. And when you sit down for a whole day and you sit and you eat chocolates or pick and mix candy, this is basically why you see so many big fat pilots walking around when they start to get up in age. And that is something that you want to really avoid, because when the stress level increases in this job, as with every other walk of life, if you are physically fit and have looked after yourself and your body, you will be able to cope better with stress, okay? And also, you will be able to fight fatigue better. So keeping yourself in shape is really important. Now, I have to confess, I am not the best at this, okay? I try. But my favorite way of working out is going out running. And when I spend, like I do, a lot of times in hotels like this, the only thing I can really do is go to the hotel gym, which is something that I recommend you guys to do as well if you get into this line of business. So come with me and we'll go down to the gym. Alright, so what should you do then when you've actually managed to get yourself down into the gym? Well, to be perfectly honest, I am not a fitness expert. There are plenty of guys on YouTube who will show you exactly what to do. This will be up to your individual preference. Now, the really important thing is not what you do in the gym or what you do when you go out running, it's the fact that you do it, okay? It's getting off that sofa, get out to actually move around, because you will need it. Like I was saying, you are spending loads and loads of time sitting down in this job, and that can be bad for your back. Especially a lot of pilots have problems with their back because of the seating position. It's not always good, so try to find some good back exercises. But what I tend to focus on is running, treadmill, things like that, basically cardio, because heart problems is also something that's fairly common in this industry. So
make sure that you, when you're sitting in that hotel, instead of getting that extra bag of crisps and watching the late night shows, try to get yourself down to the gym. It doesn't matter if you're not there for a long time. I tend to very rarely go to the gym longer than 45 minutes to an hour. It's just the fact that you get there, that you get the sweat pumping, and to be honest, it's really good when you're studying as well. Because when you're studying, you're spending a lot of time just focusing on one thing. It's good to get yourself to the gym, get rid of some of that excess energy, and it'll help you to focus on your study or focus on your job. So I really, really recommend that if you don't have a regular training routine, that you try to get one. And if you're doing long haul, or if you're spending a lot of time in hotel rooms, then every hotel in the world has a gym. It might just be a small one like this. It's going to be good enough. So get yourself down into that gym. I highly recommend it.